Hello, welcome to the second day of our wintry scene painting project. Today you should have the entire outside edge colored, and you will have probably a white moon in the middle. I would like to add at this point a little snowy bank to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just taking a strip and just cutting and gluing that down, I actually want to rip it to give it a more natural feel. So I'm just going to go straight across, and so that it's not straight up and down. And I'm going to use that piece just like that. That's perfect. I'm going to take the Elmer's glue, put some on the back. Just usually do the edges. Don't really need to do the middle so much. The middle is going to stick on when you do the edges. This is something I think I've talked to us about before. And then I'm going to put that down so we have a snowy bank on the bottom of our painting. Okay, now the bottom could be either side. I could have chosen that side or that side. It's up to you. Whichever side you would like to use is fine. Then I'm going to add the second layer of paint. Okay, so one thing you need to know is when you have a light source coming from behind, which we do, you are going to have a shadowy type figure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some winter trees to this. Just dipping it in the paint. And I actually have a thicker brush than you will be using, so your job will be a little bit easier. But I did not bring home the size paintbrush I wanted, but this should just work fine anyway. So when you paint your strokes going out, it gets thinner at the end, which is kind of the way trees would look anyway. So you can make a tree over on a side. You can make, I would definitely make sure you start it somewhere in the bank so it doesn't look like it's floating up above. I'm going to make this a little bit wider because that's a pretty big tree. Maybe a smaller one in the background. So this one's only sitting over here. Actually, it just got a little wider than what I wanted, but that's all right. I'll just turn it into a tree like that. Okay. So then you can have trees, you can have whatever you like on here. I'm going to maybe make a house. And everything is just going to be one solid shadow or a silhouette. And everything is going to start in the white area and continue into that area there. Okay, good chimney maybe. So that Santa Claus has a place to come down, right? What else can we add? How about a snowman, of course? Snowy wintry scene isn't complete without a shadow snowman. So one ball, second snowball, and a third snowball. That's a big snowman. He's as big as the house. He must have gotten a lot of snow this year. Give him a little hat, some arms. And we'll pretend, make a little joke out of it, make it look like he walked over to the house. Could make it a little bit bigger on the bottom. So that looks like, no, that's not going to work. Okay. Another thing you can add to it is if you want to add Santa Claus and his 8 tiny reindeer going over the moon, you can do that. I'm just going to do a little imply because my brush is really not thick enough to do anything I really want it to do. So here's all the little reindeer, and this is Santa's sleigh on the end. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. And here's the little reindeers in the front going over the moon. And there you have it. And that should do it. You can add more trees. If there's something else you want to add, something else you might see in the snow, You can do that too. It's up to you. Use your creative imagination to decide what you would like in your painting. Next week we will be adding the snow to our snowy wintry scene. Have a good day.